this little beauty. SPX 1000, rated at 1450. We're getting 1,000 even. Let's see if this changes it. No, not really. Has the same goofy fitting that you can't really change. So 1,000 even. Got a little leak here. That's not good. And a little leak in the back. That's going to be problematic for these Sunjoes with these funky fittings. Is you're going to end up with little leaks. And that's how you can usually tell. When you have auto stop start like these all have, and if you have any surging like that on any pressure washer, it's because you have an air leak or a water leak somewhere. All right, let's get our GPM measurement. 3, 2, 1, go. 14 even. So, oh wait, 14.2. The wind blew. 1.37 GPM at 1,000 PSI stock. So not far off. Glad they're not lying to me. What was the current draw on this one? 9.9 amps. 66. Okay, 3.0 nozzle. Let's see what we get pressure-wise. Yeah, 3.0. Get our, let's do our thing. Chris will get our amperage rating. 3, 2, 1, go. 9.2 amps. So these are much more efficient than the others. Weren't the others pulling like?
Yeah, 11 plus.
Yeah. 14.8. So 1.4 and change.
1.44.
1.44 GPM. Let's go test our foam cannon. Something tells me these are all going to be rather similar. Good to go. 1.1 it is.
10.9.
So it did pull a little more, about a extra amp. All right, so this frickin' thing's added an extra 25 minutes to each process because they wrap them, like they put the power cord through the darn middle. It takes you half an hour to unwrap this stupid thing. What the heck? I mean, I literally have to run this through this like 12 times. I almost went and got some wire cutters, but then I realized I wouldn't be able to use it then. So this pressure washer is absolutely useless because, not because of the power cord situation here, but because you can't change the hose. It's all proprietary. So there's no way, unless you had some part machined. This is crazy. Yeah, this is the SPX 1500. What's the PSI on this?
1740.
Okay, it's rated at 1740. Power cord is rated at 1 hour untangle time. $114 of wasted money. You might as well just light it on fire. The other thing I don't get is people are always talking about like cleaning their house with one of these things. Like, how are you going to get anything done? Buy like a $200 gas pressure washer and you'll actually get some work done. Like, what are you going to clean with this? Just use your garden hose, because the pressure output is useless. You would need like 3,000 PSI to do any work around the house. So don't give me that crap. Like, would you clean like your driveway with one of these things? I mean, what is it going to do? It's just going to push some water around. You need like 5,000 PSI to do any work there. Like the guy that comes to pressure wash my house has like it's like the entire back of his truck. It's like a trailer mounted monster. It does like 8 GPM at like 5,500 PSI or something crazy. That's what it's staying. All right.
You can't even do PSI, you only do G.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't even measure PSI. This one's definitely getting smashed. And then like, I guess you can't turn this. So like when you fan it, it's backwards. Like, why would you want it to fan that way? You'd want it to fan that way. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so I guess we're doing a GPM test and that's it. We can't do a foam cannon, can't do a hose, can't do a gun, can't do anything. That's great, saved me the test. So Chris, put an asterisk next to this with a J for junk. S for stupid if you buy this one. Yeah, SJ, that's an Obsessed Garage copyright. 13.2. Oh no, that's 13 pounds, 2 ounces. 13.1. How the heck is 13 pounds, 2 ounces, 13.1? Whatever. Whatever.
1.24. The SPL 10.
How much current did this sucker draw?
12.0.
12 amps to get that garbage? SPX 1500, not viable, do not buy. What are you doing? 66. It's just vomiting out the front. Look at it. How dare you say bad things about this? I have that pressure washer, so in essence you're telling me I'm a bad person because I have this pressure washer. Oh, we're going up in the world, SPX 2000.
Twice as good as
So what's this one rated at?
1740.
1740 PSI.
1.59 GPM.
Oh, 1.59, let's see what we get. $119 going on, you can get it on sale for $42 at any moment. So why don't you just sell it for $42 if that's what it's worth? All right, so this one is rated at 1740 PSI. I don't know where the heck they get that from. I'm getting 800. Not quite up to the standard. Boy, I can get a lot clean with that. In about 7 years, I had my driveway clean. And then it has a weird, like, some weird fitting that we don't have any quick disconnects for. So you're gonna need a new gun and hose and all that crap with this thing. All right, let's see what we get GPM wise, because this one's rated at, it's got some big GPM claims. 1.59 is likely not going to happen. This could be the first fall on its face version. Ooh, 15.0.
1.46.
1.46, so not as bad as I thought. Let's go modify it after we get our SPL reading. 71. Let's put our standard 3.0 on it. This one may need a little pep up because it's doesn't have as much pressure. Yeah, let's put the 2.5 on. We're getting like 800 and change. That brings us up to 1100. I think that feels better. So that's 1100 PSI with a 2.5. 11.8 amps, 13.2. So we lost some flow in order to get the pressure out of it.
1.25.
1.25 GPM. But we needed to do that to get anything done with this one. Let's do our foam cannon. I'm sure every single Sunjoe is going to want the 1.1 on it. So we always want to use the 1.1 millimeter orifice if we can, but like on a Krensley, you can't do it because you'll draw, 20 amps and really potentially damage the machine. Good. Amperage? 11.6, so we're safe. Okay, so no foam cannon with, again, any of these really entry. There's a 2598 as opposed to the SPX 2000. This is the SPX 2598. What is this one? 1000 PSI, 1.65 GPM. This one's doing 1400. Yeah, right at 1400. It's 144 bucks. Again, those numbers are useless because they sell them for all kinds of weird crap, depending on what day it is. This one draws a lot more amperes, 13 amps, 13.5, 1.28 GPM. So not quite what it's rated. What am I doing now? Oh, SPL. 66. So this one we're gonna want probably a 3.0. Yeah, 3.0 gets us 1,000. $14.9. 1.45 GPM with a 3.0 nozzle. Current draw?
11.5.
11.5 amps. $1.1.
13.3.
13.3. I mean, that's right at the limit there. Because I think this is the 13 amp.
No, sorry, this is rated at 14.5.
Okay, okay, good. So we're okay.
And there's 13.0 originally.
Okay, good. On to the next one. All right, SPX 2500. This is rated at 1850 and 1.59 GPM. We're getting right at 1200. Let's get our GPM rating. 13.7 amps, 14.7. So you got 1.43 GPM out of this, and it drew what, 13.7 amps. So when it's only rated at a 13 amp motor, and that's all stock. 69. 1100 3.0. 12.3 amp draw with our 3.0. So we dropped a little, once we dropped a little pressure, we dropped a little bit of current draw. 15.4, 1.51 GPM. Here's our foam cannon test. So we that's right on the limit, 14.4 amps on this one. All right, so that wraps these up for today. Let's gather them up and I'll gather my thoughts. Okay, so that wraps up our videos on the entry-level Sunjoe stuff. I really, unless you have one of these, I really don't think any of these are viable. Maybe this could be a competitor to the Ryobi stuff or the Greenworks, but again, it doesn't make sense to me because these have inferior hose, the inlet fittings, and then they also require you to have funky fittings as well. And then the guns aren't as viable, and so these just don't make as much sense. But the one thing that's glaring is that they're all overrated. Each one of them was as much as 1,000 PSI overrated, and then they were 2 to 3/10 GPM overrated as well. But we do have, for pretty much all of them, with the exception of this one, which you can't modify because it has a proprietary inlet and outlet. You could at least put a new hose, you could put a new gun on all of these. You can't put a foam cannon on any of them without doing a new gun. And so, as with all of these pressure washers, you'll want to check out the obsessgarage.com as I build out the section of the site to provide you with all the information you'll need to modify these. What hoses, what quick disconnects, what setup will you need. So, anyway, again, these I'm underwhelmed where the Greenworks outperformed what I thought. But anyway, the general consensus here is don't pick any of them, and we'll test the more stout Sunjoes here coming up. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more crazy. We still have about 25 more pressure washers to go. Talk to you soon. force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor